Mark true if any word shows up in a list. This will be our first look at dealing with texts. Text in Excel, it's a nightmare. And if you think date and time will be a problem, well, wait till we get to text, because Excel should never have even included it. It's a nightmare. They have made some great improvements on dealing with text. In this example, all we're doing is counting. The way to count the information is we're going to set up a separate column. We're going to define this as the word column. The criteria, and we're just using COUNTIF with an if statement. We're going to use sentence as our range, and we're going to use word as our criteria. What we're looking for is mark yes if Tom is in a sentence. Okay, take a look here. If COUNTIF sentence 895, this is critical because there will be other tests when all we're checking is a single sentence. But here we're using COUNTIF. All we're asking is Tom in any one of the sentences? Take a look here. Well, we know there's a Tom there. Now the question is, what happens if there's multiple Toms? Let's type in Tom. I think we're going to get the same answer about Tom Stamp. We're going to get Tom here or no idea. Let's get rid of Tom here. We're still going to get a yes. We're taking a broad sweep at this. And if there are duplicates in our criteria, the question is, answer this, yes or no. Tom shows up. Stamp shows up. Car doesn't show up. And beat doesn't show up. Here it is. We've beaten COUNTIF and COUNTIFs to death. So by now, you should be familiar with this if COUNTIF structure. Sentence 895 is our range. Our criteria is D5. So anything with Tom or TOM will be included. Just put TOM in here. And let's get rid of this TOM. You're going to see yes. Let's go and get rid of the O. And we should get a no. When we use these wildcards, they're all encompassing. They're going to grab everything. If there's a TOM anywhere in here, it's going to count it. Let's look at this other. If COUNTIF sentence 895, D5, Tom doesn't show up. Here, we're doing the same thing. With the if statement, if it's true, then yes. If not, no. Here, we're just asking, without the if statement, we're just saying COUNTIF greater than 0. No, true is 1, and false is 0. By default, COUNTIF, if it's true, if it's greater than 0, COUNTIF will automatically spell out a true. If it's equal to 0, it's going to kick out a false. How do we know? Let's go in here, F9, range. It's going to give us that same long drawn out, and then go here, criteria, F9, car, and that's not helping me out. Let's try this, F9, doesn't work. Well, let's read it. The COUNTIF function counts cells that satisfy specified conditions and returns the number of occurrences. If no cell meets criteria, COUNTIF returns 0. Got that? If COUNTIF, no cells meet the criteria, COUNTIF returns 0. COUNTIF greater than 0. If it equals 0, as I said, it's going to return a false. Any positive results signifies that the value is located. By comparing the output with the greater than operator in 0, we force the output to be either true or false. That's what this component is all about. It'll turn that 0 to true or false. Greater than 0 will be true, otherwise false.